Beyond the Deck presents Guide to the Lovers. The Lovers is the seventh card in the major arcana of a tarot deck. They are often depicted as a pair, sometimes Adam and Eve or archetypal soulmates, standing beneath an angel or divine figure, bathed in the light of union and higher guidance. Symbols associated with this card include the angel, often Raphael, the sun shining overhead, and a mountain or tree between the figures, representing divine love, conscious choice, and the union of opposites. They are often shown reaching toward one another, their connection symbolizing harmony, vulnerability, and the sacred exchange of energy between two beings. The lovers embody connection, choice, and the sacred balance of the divine masculine and divine feminine expressed through love, trust, and the alignment of the heart and soul. Connection. The lovers represent sacred union, heartfelt choice, and the profound power of connection. As mirrors to each other's souls, they embody the dance of intimacy, vulnerability, and mutual recognition. Their divine presence is reflected in the space between them, the light that surrounds them, and the invisible thread that binds them, symbols of unity, trust, and the fusion of spirit and flesh. They are the voice of connection, the sacred pulse of love and motion, and a bridge between the self and the other, between the heart and the divine. Choice. The lovers embody the sacred power of choice, the moment where heart and soul align to shape a new path. They do not command, but invite, asking us to listen closely to the quiet wisdom within and to choose with intention, love, and presence. They represent the crossroads of the spirit, where decisions are not merely practical, but soul deep, reflecting values, desires, and the call of inner truth. Their presence reminds us that true choice is an act of devotion. It is through conscious choosing that we forge our relationships, define our identities, and co-create the life we long to live. The sacred balance of the divine masculine and divine feminine. The lovers embody the sacred dance of the divine masculine and divine feminine, the inner union that births wholeness. They are not simply about love or desire, but the alchemy of polarities, will and surrender, action and intuition, structure and flow. In their embrace, we witness the harmony that arises when we honor both the strength to stand and the grace to soften. This card speaks to the power of sacred union, within ourselves, in our relationships, and in the choices we make from that place of integration. It reminds us that balance is not stillness, but a living rhythm, a co-creation of heart and soul, of self and other. To walk with the lovers is to honor both light and shadow, self and union, as equally holy. Through this inner marriage, we come into alignment with our truest path and step forward as whole beings, ready to love, to choose, and to become. The lovers speak of sacred trust between two souls and within the self. They invite us to open, to be seen, and to choose love even in uncertainty. This card is a mirror. How deeply do we trust our hearts, our connections, our path? To trust is to release control, to listen inward, and to step forward with presence and faith. In love, in choice, in life, trust is the bridge that carries us home. Keywords. Upright keywords: union, trust, harmony, connection, alignment, sacred choice, vulnerability, intimacy, devotion, inner balance, heart-centered decisions, partnership, integration. Reversed keywords: disharmony, misalignment, broken trust, indecision, conflict, separation, imbalance, avoidance, fear of intimacy, disconnection, unfulfilled desire, imbalance of power. Meanings of symbols and colors on the Lover's Tarot card. 1. The man and woman represent the conscious and subconscious mind, or the divine masculine and feminine. symbolize union, duality, choice, and relational mirrors. 2. The angel, often Archangel Raphael, a divine presence blessing the union, symbol of guidance, healing, and sacred love, suggests spiritual oversight or that the connection is divinely orchestrated. 3. The sun, symbol of clarity, truth, and vitality, illuminates the scene, suggesting openness and transparency in love and decision-making, associated with divine illumination and soul alignment. Number 4. The mountain, a powerful symbol of obstacles and spiritual ascent, represents a central challenge or journey that love must face and rise above. 5. The tree of knowledge, behind the woman, with the serpent coiled around it, referencing the story of Eve in Eden, symbol of temptation, knowledge, desire, and the consequences of choice. 6. The tree of life, behind the man, symbolizes grounding, strength, spiritual structure, and the active principle of creation. 7. Nudity, symbol of vulnerability, truth, and innocence, suggests emotional and spiritual honesty between the figures. Red passion, desire, life force, and action, often used in the earth or clothing to represent grounded vitality. Blue truth, peace, spiritual clarity, and communication, commonly seen in the angel's wings or background sky. Yellow enlightenment, joy, intellect, and divine presence. The yellow sun or background signals illumination and spiritual warmth. Green growth, fertility, healing, and harmony, often in the landscape to evoke abundance and natural connection. The Lover's Tarot card is a powerful symbol of sacred union, soul-level connection, and the transformative nature of conscious choice. Its meaningful colors and symbols work together to convey a message of trust, balance, and the harmony that arises when we align heart with spirit. It speaks to the power of love as both mirror and guide, offering healing through vulnerability and creating a foundation of truth, intimacy, and devotion for oneself and with others. The Lover's card, when drawn upright in a tarot reading, embodies the essence of sacred connection, conscious choice, and soul-aligned union. It represents trust, intimacy, and the harmonizing of dualities, symbolizing the force that brings together heart and spirit, self and other. This card encourages deep presence in relationships and decisions, suggesting that it is a time for choosing with love, aligning with inner truth, and embracing the vulnerability that leads to authentic connection. In addition, the lovers signify emotional integrity, soulful alignment, and the transformative power of love when it is rooted in honesty and devotion. They remind us to honor the choices that define us, to seek relationships that reflect our values, and to listen to the quiet wisdom of the heart. When this card appears, it often indicates that one should focus on connection, inner harmony, or a pivotal decision, ensuring a future shaped by love, balance, and soulful truth. The Lover's Tarot card, when reversed, signifies a need to examine your relationships, values, and the authenticity of your choices. Traditionally, this card is associated with union, trust, and soul-aligned decisions. However, in its reversed position, these qualities may become fragmented, manifesting as disharmony, misalignment, or fear of vulnerability. The Lover's reversed often points to a period of emotional confusion, disconnection, or imbalance in partnerships. It may indicate inner conflict, avoidance of difficult decisions, or the challenge of honoring your truth within relationships or commitments. This card can also reflect a struggle to integrate opposing parts of yourself, or a tendency to seek validation from others rather than trusting your inner compass. It calls for honest reflection, emotional clarity, and the courage to make choices that are rooted in self-love rather than fear or obligation. When reversed, the Lovers remind us that meaningful connection begins within, and that healing, harmony, and alignment are possible when we choose with intention and stay true to our hearts. Journal questions that can help you learn and understand the Lover's card more deeply. What are the main symbols and images on this card, and what do they represent? Analyzing the card's imagery can help you grasp its underlying themes and messages. Look for colors, objects, and figures, and research their traditional meanings in tarot. What is the traditional meaning of this card in a reading? Understanding the card's conventional interpretation can provide a foundation for its use in readings. This includes both upright and reversed meanings if applicable. How does this card relate to the other cards in its suit or major arcana? Identifying the card's position within the larger structure of the tarot deck can offer insight into its role and significance. Compare it to other cards in its suit or sequence. What are some common themes or life situations this card might represent? Reflect on how the card's meaning can be applied to real-life scenarios. This helps in connecting the card to personal experiences and readings. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Find us on Facebook.